behind the tank. The tank will be right behind. Good afternoon, everybody. Andy and Julie here at Urban American Homestead. Thanks for stopping by the channel. We brought some new critters home from the Royal King. We wanted to show you what we brought home. We got this brooder all set up. So I'm going to hand this phone off to Julie and she can videotape what we got going on. Sorry guys, I wasn't trying to dump it on you.
We got chickens! Over by the food.
That one's not going to make it. Actually, he's already dead.
Over by the food would probably be better.
That one would be lucky to make it too.
She'll bounce back.
Come on guys, you're safe. You're safe now. Look up, spread out, live a little. They're pretty warm. He hands you that box.
Might want to have them come this way so they know the light. Oh, you got one on its side over there by the light.
Nope, gotta by the heat. Actually, just go wherever the heck you want.
So now we got them all in, right?
Yep.
They should be good.
It might be 144
5, I think.
when we're done.
Okay.
Yeah, that one's down. I better get it out of there. They
Are
were
you
picking
sure?
at it.
Okay.
Alright guys, we got the chicks all put inside where they need to go and they're secure, so it's back to fixing up the farmhouse. That's what we're doing here, getting all the sanding done around the edges. Boy, that was a job doing all this. But we've got all the sanding done around all the edges in the whole house. So we've moved on to painting and some other things around the house. I'll try to share some of that with you guys. All right, here's another project that we did. We got this formed up and poured some concrete to reinforce these sides going down into the basement. It had wood on it. That's what's laying there on the grass. That was the threshold that was up there. I changed it over to concrete, of course. It looks a lot better. I'll get all those sides sealed up, going up where the wood meets the concrete. We'll seal all that up going through there. We'll get it to look good. It's got shutter doors that cover it, and I'm gonna stain them, put some polyurethane on them, and re-screw them back to the concrete. So you won't really actually see the door. It's coming together real good though. We have to do a little bit more sealing around the house. Some of the bricks are loose. We're going to seal that up and just get everything tight and ready for winter, because winter is definitely coming pretty quick. You can see there the cracks between the door and the concrete. I'll seal all that up with some Quickcrete tubes. It's kind of like a silicone product that turns to rubber. It seals it up real nice though. But everything's coming along pretty good. We got so many projects to do. We just have to jump in and do everything we can. Some days it's nice out. We try to do outside projects. Some days it's rainy and nasty out, and we do inside projects. So that's where we are. We're going to move on over to some inside work and see what we got going on the inside. All right, we're inside the farmhouse here. We are getting some painting done with some really dark blue paint, but it turned out really nice. All the doorways are semi-gloss enamel white. The ceiling is a flat white, but it all looks good and it turned out really nice. Got to stain the floors yet and put polyurethane down, but we're coming along. I think they'll be pleased with the colors and how it worked out. I let them pick their own colors, so that's what we do. We do got a little bit of cut in to do, about an hour's worth of work in there, and we'll be done in there. So we'll keep you posted on to what we get done here and there here at the farm. But we're definitely moving along, getting projects all wrapped up. Hopefully we can get moved in soon. This will be the next room that we do down the hallway here, my daughter Alyssa's room. She picked actually the same color, so we'll get all her walls done. Her ceiling is done, flat white. Got that done. And there's a little bit of trim that I need to do on the top that goes all the way around. And there's some on the left side, some on the right side. And I'll have to try to take a piece of that trim and match it up, but we'll get that next. All right, I'm back out here at the barn. I just got some alfalfa hay stacked up in here and got a couple round bales. I put one round bale out there for the goats and put one here in the breezeway in the barn. And chickens are the welcome committee. Got a lot of eggs today. Gorgeous looking eggs. I love them. Glad to have them. All right, guys, so I'm standing out here. I'm looking up and I'm noticing the actual downspout is missing off of this gutter on the upper part of the house here. And the straps are there on the side of the wall. You can see those. But the pipe is just straight missing. And not to mention it's clogged up there. So the water's just flowing over the top, falling down and leaking right down into the basement here. So we got to get that all taken care of and fixed. The gutters there just need the downspout and need it strapped. All this area right here where these bricks are, this will all be going bye-bye. We'll be having a propane tank delivered and installed right there, so we'll have to dig out a trench here for the wire. That's all upcoming. We'll keep you posted when that takes place. Coming soon, though. All right, guys, I was just up here checking. It looks like this little ewe, this first year ewe just had her little baby here. I'll try to zoom in a little bit on it here so we can see it. It looks like it's getting milk too, wagging that little tail. Good job, Mama. You take care of that baby. Jade here, she'll be next. Of course, all these little crazies are next to me. They wanted to get in there and welcome the new little lamb, didn't they? What's up, Layla? You smell that little baby in there? All right, guys. You had a little lamb born. I don't know what it is, though. Everybody can go back to doing what they was doing. I seen Addie coming up in here and running back there and checking on that room. She kept running back and forth, so I knew something was going on. One of you two is a daddy. That's the two rams. They're both brothers, actually. All right, we'll see you on the next adventure. All right, guys, we're going to pull this root out of here because that's where the propane tank has to go. So we got to clean this area up. Boy, what a root system on that little stump. It went real deep. That's crazy. And we got that out. we'll get this all cleaned up. We got the bricks moved, and we're ready for the propane. Just got this room all painted. Turned out pretty good. This is Alyssa's room. It's got some crown molding on there. I gotta put a piece in across there, and then on the top over here, I gotta put a piece in. Other than that, it's all done though. Looks good. Alyssa will enjoy it. I have to do the floors, so I'm gonna stain them and put some polyurethane on them. I've already sanded them down. Yep. She got a good view too of the farm. See what the goats is doing. They're over there chilling. All right, moving down to the basement. We just got a new gas furnace with a propane conversion kit added. We had it installed. We got some more to do. We'll put a heat pump on the outside as well. And we got rid of the old one. This is the old one sitting here. It was not hooked up right. It was kind of illegal. We've had the breakers changed to accommodate the new furnace. And everything's coming along really good. We'll have it all installed here in another week. The guy will be back. But it's looking good and everything's going as planned. So that's that. All right, so we're outside. The propane company told us we had to dig a trench about 12 to 16 inches deep here. It goes from where the plug comes out of the house right here. They'll stub it out from the furnace to there, and then the propane guy will hook a regulator up and will run a line underneath all the way over here to where the propane tank goes. Here, my daughter was helping me dig this out, and she just discovered something with her Maddox. That's pretty crazy here. It appears to be a canine skull. And what had happened was somebody had buried their family pet right next to the house. And then we were digging this trench. And of course, we found it. This house was built in 1919. The original house had caught on fire. That house was from the late 1800s, and they rebuilt it in 1919. But somebody evidently put their dog down in there, and we ended up finding a lot of bones down through there trying to, dig that out. And what it was somebody had wrapped their canine, their dog, in a sheet that you see sitting here on the ground, and all the bones and remains was inside this sheet. No telling how many years ago it was, but yeah, we dug them all up and got them out of the way. Pretty wild. You never know what you're going to find when you're digging. I do a lot of metal detecting, and I find weird stuff all the time, but we got this all dug, and it's looking good, and it should work, so we will wait on the propane man to come and install the propane tank and go from there. American Homestead. I'm here at the farm. The temperature is about 27. The wind chill's about 19. I am waiting on the propane company to bring out a propane tank, 120-gallon tank, and they're supposed to set the tank and hook a copper wire from the tank into the furnace. So that's what we got going today. I guess they'll call me when they're on their way, and then I'll get some of that footage for you. So we got this all dug all the way to this wall. Julie and I want to set the tank right here. There's that little bump out right there, so you won't see the tank if it's hid right here. But the line had to be 12 inches deep, so we made that 16 inches all the way over to there. All right, guys, we got this tank set in. The guy is running the line right now. So, moving right along. All right, got Julie and I's room all painted up. It turned out really nice. Real nice. Nice little built-in-the-wall dresser. Turned out nice. Some really nice woodwork at this house. And everything turned out pretty good though. All right, so I've got the Anderson's room stained. It's a real dark red stain. As it dries, you'll see the red tint, but it's all done. I'll put some polyurethane on it maybe when it gets all finished, but you can see the difference in this floor versus that. But yeah, his room turned out pretty good. You're welcome. I'm up here at the farmhouse on the upper level, and I got this room stained. My daughter Alyssa's room. Turned out really nice. I made this one a little bit more red tint to it. That's really what the color is anyhow. It's a red mahogany, I believe. It looks good. Turns out good. Another room stained. I'll put some polyurethane down on it and it'll be straight. All right, got another room done. My bedroom and Julie's. You could tell where the sander kind of ate the floor up right there, but that's all right. We got her done. Put some polyurethane down. I'll still be able to sleep at night. But got that one done, and I'm going to move on to the next project. All right, guys, that's going to do it for another week here at Urban American Homestead. We hope to see you on the next one. Subscribe.